Hey guys, this is Batman 1999 doing another toy review. This time I'm doing it on The Hobbit, The Unexpected Journey, Bilbo Baggins. Now this is a little bit different from what I usually do. I'm a big fan of The Hobbits. Haven't seen all the Lord of the Rings, seen bits and pieces of them. I have seen all the Hobbit movies though. They're all good. The guy that plays Bilbo Baggins, you got a good picture of him right down here in the corner. Here are some of the other figures that are available. You got Gandalf, Legolas, Thorin, and you have Tyranol. I never have been able to pronounce her name. And then you got a little bio on Bilbo if you want to read it. Pause it now. If not, I guess you're not going to. Here's a cool picture of Bilbo, the figurine, here on the back. It's kind of a little bit tore up here at the top. I guess that was kind of Amazon's fault as for packaging. It says, let the journey begin. Okay, well, let's get Bilbo open and see what all he's got and what he can do. And here's Bilbo outside of the packaging. And this is a pretty cool figure. He comes with a few accessories, not a ton. But he does come with a few. He does have to come with, of course, Sting, which is his signature sword. The elvish sword that they found inside the canyon. Well, the cave. I can't really remember if it was a cave, a canyon, or whatever. Here's Sting. Little bit of detail in there. And if you remember, I wish they had like a variant to this figure. Like with Bilbo with a blue sword at the end. See, when orcs are around or something, the sword lights up blue. That would have been a cool feature. And Bilbo comes with a little, this is already attached, but he comes with a sheath to put Sting inside, and you just slip that in there. And, well, darn, I missed it all the way. So frustrating. There it goes. But yeah, he's got a little sheath to put it in, and he's got a bag that he comes with. I like the brown paint that they've done with this, and it looks pretty detailed. This wasn't too bad of an expensive figure either. Around $10 isn't terrible. Then the hair's more rubbery. It feels more rubbery. As for the face, I'll get to that here in a minute. But he's got this, I can't tell if this is supposed to be water bottles or binoculars or whatever. And if you pay attention, these movies are set in 1400, or the Lord of the Rings is. So you do the math, and it says like 30 something, or no, it was so many years before when they filmed the Hobbit movies, because it says like 30 years before, when you see Gandalf smoke his pipe, the smoke goes out, and then it says like 30 something years before, or something like that. That's when the Hobbit movies are set. And then do that time forward, that's when the Lord of the Rings are set. Blah, 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 whatever. Okay, now here on this figure, I really like the head sculpt for this. Give me just a second. Sorry about this, guys. The head sculpt looks a little bit like the actor. Not gonna say it's pitch perfect on, but it's not a terrible head sculpt. Come on, stupid camera. Focus. Anybody that watches my reviews, you should know that my camera does not like to focus. Hold on just a minute. Sorry about that, guys. Here is the head sculpt. Looks a little bit like the actor. I like the way they've got the detail on the face, and then the hairlines is cool. Looks a lot like Bilbo, in my opinion. Now, I'm not familiar with Frodo and all of them. I'm more familiar with Bilbo. I do have a Frodo figure I'll compare him with in size later. But Bilbo, I just like his story better. Anyway, now, as for the suit, I like the detailing in his suit too. Let me get off of that. The suit has a lot of wrinkles in it, And then the paint is pretty cool on it, and all sorts of stuff. Now, he has this little tie on him. It's a rubbery piece. Now, when you put Sting in the sheath, as for Sting, let's go back to it. I like the sheath. The detailing on the sheath is pretty cool. This is not a bad figure for what I paid. $10 was really good for this. He's got a lot of quality for what I paid too. Later through it, I like the pants, the way they done the detail on the pants, and even his feet. They made sure to give him the hairy hobbit feet, which is a nice touch. As for Bilbo's articulation, he has a ball jointed head, as I've demonstrated through the video. Hold on, guys. Camera went out of focus for a minute. There it goes. He's got a ball jointed head, which he can rotate all the way around, and got a lot of neck pivot in this. I really like that. He can look down quite a bit. He can look a little bit up, which would have been better if he could have looked up more than that, considering he's a smaller character. He would need to look down. I'll show you for an example. If you had Captain America, which is about a 6-foot guy. Hold on just a second. Scoot my camera back. See, Captain America will look down on Frodo, or on Bilbo here. He would need to look up. So in order to get this guy to look up, you're going to have to lean him back, which doesn't look good at all. Anyway, back to the filming. You got pretty good shoulder articulation. He can move it about that high. Not a good amount, but not terrible. You can look down, complete 360 movement. He's got an elbow joint. He's got a swivel here at the elbow. Come on, camera, focus with me. I'm so sorry about this, guys. My camera is just terrible today. It's like, no, bad camera. There we go. Swivel here. Swivel at the hand. Not great movement, but a little bit. And his hand's so small, I'm going to have to get the hand really close to the camera. He has a waist joint. It's really stiff, but he does have one. I'm afraid almost to move it. But yes, you can see the waist cut right there. But yeah, I'm afraid to move it. It's just so stiff. Anyway, he's got legs. Don't really do a kick, but can go out about that far. Got a swivel here at the leg. Leg can... You got to turn it. He's got this bend right here where he can swivel here, which will help you when you want to make him move forward. He can bend at the knee, as I showed you just a minute ago. It can swivel here at the leg. And his foot can go down and up. I wish this thing had ankle pivot. That would be so awesome. And ab crunch. Oh my god. If I had a Bilbo that could do ab crunch, it would be so awesome. It'd be like, I am a hobbit that can go like this. That would be so awesome. Okay, guys. Well, let's get a measurement on Bilbo. And as I said, he's supposed to go in with 6-inch scale figures, which would be like your Captain America. And standing next to Captain, he's really short. But let's get a measurement on how short he actually is. Uh-oh, I didn't mean to hit him. Bilbo is just a little over 4.5 inches tall. Just a little under 5 inches. Yeah, about 4.5 inches. Okay, now let's compare him to Frodo. Now, comparing these two side by side, Frodo is... This is the young version of Bilbo. So if you wanted to do a stop motion, for example, you would not use this Bilbo. And for Frodo, he wouldn't even exist during this time, so you take him out. This Bilbo was meant for before Lord of the Rings. I know that much. I haven't seen the Lord of the Rings, and I do like this figure too. His figure is a lot like this figure. Is a lot like this one as for articulation. I do wish he had ab crunch too, and ankle pivot would work good for him too. But anyway, as for these two, they're pretty much evenly heighted. I guess it's because they're both hobbits, but they're supposed to go both with 6-inch figures. Okay, now next comparison is the Captain. Now, I'm just giving you an example on how the scale works with this. As I said, he is a shorter character, so he will be shorter than the captain. Right about there is where he stands compared to the captain. And this is a 6.5-inch figure. So the Gandalf figure I don't own. I'd love to have it, but I just didn't have the time to get it. This was a Christmas present. Next comparison is Thor from Asgard. Now, he is a taller figure, but this is the only thing I could really think of that might actually go with somewhat of the time period from where Bilbo here came from. Because all the mythology and all that. Wizards and all that. And our last comparison, the Marvel Select comic book version of the Incredible Hulk. And as you can see, Bilbo is already a short figure. Putting him next to the Hulk just makes him look like an ant. But anyway, okay guys, well that's been my review on the Hobbit Unexpected Journey 6-inch scale with Bilbo Baggins figure. If you like this video, like it. Well, if you didn't, well, keep it to yourself. Don't forget to check out my friends at Anon Entertainment. And they put all sorts of cool videos on there. And check out Monkey Mars 84848. He puts cool videos on there about WWE figures. And speaking of which, here in the next few reviews, well, actually, the next review I do will be on the Elite John Cena figure. So be sure to check that video out. Well, anyway, guys, this is Batman 1999 signing off. Be sure to have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. See you guys later.